Okay, guys, so you think buying a home here in Columbia, South Carolina is as easy as finding you a home, signing you a contract, and you're ready to go. Nothing could be further from the truth. Today's video, we're actually going to talk about the top 5 mistakes people make when moving here to Columbia or buying a home here in Columbia, and we are not holding back. It's unscripted, down to earth like normal, but if you stick around to the end, what we are going to do, don't want you to miss mistake number 5. Mistake number 5 could cost you thousands. And investors, there's a special little tip with that also, so you don't want to miss out on that as well. My name's Chad, and I'm the local real estate agent here in Columbia. So if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead, help us out by subscribing, click that notification bell, and you can be the first to know about the current market here in Columbia, South Carolina, every time that we post a video. I get to talk to people just like you every single day. I love it. So no matter if you're moving here in 7 days, 70 days, or even within the next year, go ahead and give me a call. Shoot me a text, an email. Better yet, sign up for a 30-minute Zoom calendar appointment with me, and we can talk face-to-face and come up with a custom plan for you. All that information is in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into mistake number 1. So everybody goes searching online, and they're looking for a lender. The first thing you want to do before you even start looking for a house is find a lender that you trust. Now, all these big lenders online that say they're going to get you at such and such a rate, they're great. But at the same time, do not go with the bigger banks. Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Listen, I bank with a lot of those banks. But when it comes to lending, it ends up in underwriting. I hardly ever close on time, even if you have a great person up front dealing with it. When it gets shifted to underwriting, the big banks do not care near as much about you. Like I said, I hardly ever close on time with them. I have a handful of lenders that I use that are local here, that you don't just have their office number, you have their cell number. They can run applications for you at any time. They walk you through the entire process. Now, it's still not an easy process, but they're available like I am. You walk through the process and they hold your hand as you do it, and they communicate with you throughout it. And the local lenders here know the areas better. These guys deal with it every single day. And I even have a handful of them that can do renovation loans. So if it's something that you need to fix up, you can actually go in, purchase it, and go ahead and set up renovations to be done after you move in as well. And listen, guys, if you've got anything different in the comments below, let me know. And if you want to know something more, ideas you would like me to take more videos on, I always stay available when it comes to stuff like that. Mistake number 2, ignoring the HOA fine print. Look at your covenants and restrictions, especially with new builds and stuff. You might want to know whether there's going to be a pool in the community. You might want to know what type of fence. If you have a pet or a dog, you want to build a fence in the back. A lot of HOAs, it has to be a certain style fence. You can't just go to Lowe's, get any fence and put it in the back. So it has to be a certain style fence. And a lot of these, even new builds that have HOAs, they will have builders that will do it as well. Those parking, I had a person one time that did not look at the HOA. They had a work truck they used all the time. Come to find out, they could not park their work truck in their driveway. You've got a $400 a year storage lot because you can't even park it there. You got to find somewhere else to park it. Make sure, look at that fine print and what you can do to your house. If you are RV people and you have a mobile home, a lot of HOAs, you cannot park in there. And listen, also, if you don't want an HOA, there are not as many of them out there anymore, but there are some out there. I've got listed right now, 2 out of 3 listings of mine right now do not have HOAs on. So there are places out there that do not have HOAs on small lots and bigger lots. Just make sure with what you wanting to do, read the fine print with the HOA. Mistake number 3, going cheap on the home inspection. I've got a lot of people, and it's not a bad thing if they're qualified. Second cousin on my dad's side or something is a mechanic, and he can look at my house. He's dealt with them before. No, he's only charging me $150, $200. I have qualified people. There are great inspection companies out there that spend the money and don't just do a home inspection. There are 3. Now, there's all kinds of inspections that you can get, but there are 3 home inspections that you want to get on almost every property. One is the full home inspection. If it's crawl space, they go under it. They go up in the attic. They look all through the house. They do it all. They're checking for everything. Now, they will look at your HVAC and check it. They will look for termites and what they're doing. But the second inspection you want is an HVAC inspection. We are in the South. It is hot and humid. Today, I think the high is like 90-95%. Humidity's got to be at least 50%, probably higher than that. You don't want to be without AC. Have it done by a licensed professional. Then CL 100. You want to make sure you do a termite inspection. Again, we are in the South. There are termites everywhere. Even if it's a slab and not a crawl space, you still want a termite inspection. With new builds, it comes with it, even on slabs, for that first year. So you want to make sure that you are setting it up for those 3 every time that you do it. Make sure it is money well worth spending. Matter of fact, I had an agent that I used to know, Adam, that was at Keller Williams with me. It was every single year he did a home inspection on his home. And he lived in downtown Columbia. Now, when he went to sell his house and he moved to Charleston, how quick do you think that house sold? I mean, and he could provide the home inspections to people if they needed it. He always kept his termite letter up. He always had a contract with his HVAC company to come out, look at it, check the ductwork, check the unit, check everything as well, put the gauges on it and double check it. That's almost going a little bit overboard, but again, it's your house. You put this kind of money into it when you've got a good car. You get the oil change and stuff. You have 50,000 mile checkup, 100,000 mile checkup, 150. You get oil change every 5,000 to 6,000 miles. You're constantly doing stuff on your car to keep it because you're in it so much. Same with your house. Do not go cheap on the home inspections, guys. That's what that repair addendum is for. And if not, a lot of people will regret it in the end. Mistake number 4, thinking you can lowball everything. Got so many people. Yes, the market is changing from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Thing about it is even though you're going from a seller's market to a buyer's market, there are still, if you go in and you look at that stuff, if you go in the MLS, yes, days on market around the Midlands right now is around 65 days, but those are for the ones that are keep on dropping the price here and there, and they have to because they started too high. If it is priced correctly by the listing agent and the seller, things are going between 10 and 15 days. Things that do not have to take a price dip, but are going at 100% of what they're listed for because they were priced right to begin with, those are going within 10 to 15 days, within 2 weeks. Most of those are going under contract. Now, how can you know if it's priced correctly? That's why you have me. That's what a realtor / real estate agent is for, is to go in before you put the contract down. You run the comparables. You make sure it is at a good price. It's going to appraise. They're going to call, your buyer's agent is going to call the listing agent to see, do you have any other contracts on it? What do you have? And they may or they may not tell you. But for someone like me that's done it now for 7 years, and has lived here in Columbia all his life, I can tell you exactly what a good price, where you need to be, not lowballing it. A seller may just discard you totally. Seller may not do anything at all and just reject your offer, not even counter to it. Or if you are in a multiple offer situation, yours is going to be kicked out first and foremost. And you really don't want to do that, because it may be the house that you were dreaming about all this time. The last mistake number 5. Here in South Carolina, you have owner occupied as far as property taxes. You have owner occupied, you get 4%. Investor, if you have more than one house, on that second house, they're going to charge you 6% in taxes instead of 4%. What you need to know about that is the fact that when you close on your house, if you do not file for owner occupied, it'll be about triple the amount of money. My own son made this mistake. He didn't mean to. It was actually an email type thing that he just didn't see the email that came back. He did submit it to Richland County for owner occupied, but what happens when you don't submit for owner occupied? Let's say your taxes, just for an even number, are about $1,000 a year. Well, your escrow, if you didn't pay cash and you went with a lender, your escrow covers that $1,000 a year. Each payment you're making is building up money in that escrow account. Now, they're doing it as if you're owner occupied for that $1,000. If you do not file for that with the county by October 1st, then what's going to happen is going to triple. So instead of $1,000 a year, you're getting $3,000 a year in your property taxes. Now, what happens to your payment? Maybe you had a great interest rate. Your payment's not that much. It's just a $300,000 house, and you're making $1,100 a month payment. All of a sudden, that thing jumps up to about $1,700 a month, and you're like, what happened? It's because you didn't file for the owner occupied. Now, like I said, it happened with my oldest son in doing that. We did get it reversed, taken back, but he had to pay those higher payments for quite a while till they could get it fixed. In turn, get his escrow straightened out, as well as straightened out with the county. And it took time, 6 months, just to get that straightened out. It's a pain in the butt and extra work you do not want to do. Now, if you're an investor, we have a lot of investors because of the cost of living here in Columbia, and a lot of the housing, you're paying less than what you would pay in New York, Dallas, California, out just about anywhere else. It's why people are moving here, and why investors just did a Columbia versus Greenville video, and Greenville's even got a lot more money. So does Charleston. But the cost of living to move here in Columbia, in the central part of the state, the capital of the state, is a lot better. And you can go to all those other places, and you can get your bang for your buck is going to go better here in Columbia. Now, because investors come here, I actually had someone come in here buy 3 houses, and I told them about it early, but they did not realize that. So they bought 3 houses. After the first house, and actually they own the house, so all 3 houses were at investor taxes. So instead of that 1,000, they were about $3,000 a year, and they still made money because of the cost of living, etc. And they rent them out here. Are great clients of mine. They are not making as much money as what they thought they were. Definitely, it can bite you on the back end after you've closed if you don't do that, and can really mess you up. Or as an investor, you got to make sure account for those taxes in your budget. These are the top 5 mistakes that I see buyers make right here in Columbia. If you avoid these, you'll already be ahead of the pack. Get on my calendar. Let's have a Zoom call. Let's come up with a custom plan for you. All my information is in the description below. If you don't like Zoom calls, I like them because I get to see who I'm talking to and I get to meet you. Hit the like button if you like this video. Comment down below if you want to see other videos. If you have questions about this video and things that happen with people, I love discussion. Let me know you're out there. Subscribe, click that notification bell, and I can't wait to see you in the next video as well.